I have to make a rate-worthy level in under 3 hours to beat a Geometry Dash record. However, if I fail, I will have to endure an even harder and more tedious challenge I have yet to reveal. All you need to know is that it is crazy, so I better beat this record. And I am starting now. Once this timer reaches 3 hours, I will officially lose the challenge, as this level is what currently holds the record. Anything and everything can get in my way, including my insufficient hardware. What? My game just crashed. My computer decided to just straight up shut down as I am building. I lost like half the part. And even my own stupidity. Wait, what did I do? In the span of 10 minutes, I wasn't even close to finishing the part. For reference, in order to beat the record, I shouldn't be spending more than 15 minutes on a section, so I had to hurry. By now, I was making this really generic custom background. Keep note of it, since it is about to cause me a lot of trouble. Remember like 20 seconds ago when I mentioned that my own stupidity was going to get in my way? Well, it did. Wait, what did I do? Why did it break? For whatever reason, I decided to change the group ID while selecting all these triggers. Why did I do this? I don't know. Anyway, I figured out what was wrong, but didn't figure out that it was me who caused it until reviewing the footage later. By now, it had been half an hour, and this is what I had. Yeah, not much. I was really starting to panic, and I knew I had to work as fast as possible if I wanted any chance at beating the record. But first, I had to upgrade what I had so far in order to keep the quality up to par. I upgraded the ground spikes and put these smaller arrows in the ship part to fill in more space. Almost 50 minutes in, and I only now just reached the drop. This is going to take forever. Yeah, after 50 straight minutes of building, it is obvious that I was getting tired. So I decided to call 2 friends. This is gonna be epic, right? So, I'm doing a challenge, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's this level that's featured. It was made in 3 hours. Yeah, my goal is to build a rated level in 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid.
I want to do something similar in 2 hours, like 1 hour on the 2.2 server.
Yeah,
I'll make
yeah.
a video out of it.
Okay, anyway, I got a challenge to build, so I'm gonna get back to that before I lose focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad and Cobb definitely made building the job much more entertaining for me, but I knew that I had to get off the call in order to stay focused and continue building. After finishing this wave and mini UFO section, things started to go downhill fast. First, something crazy happened. My computer just decided to restart for no reason. Look, I'm not even kidding. I lost some footage and even some progress on the level, and the clock was still ticking. I lost like half the part. No. However, this wouldn't stop me. While I had built a neat ground spike design for this part, due to this time loss, I had no time to rebuild it, so I just reused the ground spikes I used in the previous part. If you turn your attention to the timer, you will notice that I forgot to set it to the correct time. Don't worry, I did notice and fix it. However, as if my computer restarting causing me to lose some progress wasn't already bad enough, as I started building the next part, this happened. What? My game just crashed. Yeah, my game crashed. I had zero clue why, but nevertheless, the time wouldn't stop for me, so I had to get back to work quickly. However, knowing my game could crash at any moment, I started saving more often. Fortunately, this was a good move, because it crashed again. Yeah, my game crashed twice, but due to my new habit of saving more often, I didn't lose as much progress this time around. Let's place a new coin here. If I lose this challenge, I have something exponentially harder that I will have to do. Look, I cannot lose this challenge. While being distracted by my own thoughts, I kind of accidentally created the hardest coin route ever. 2 hours in and I had this. Yeah, it still needs some work. I also have yet to add a custom background. Don't worry though, because after 20 minutes, I fixed up the section and added that background. There was 10 seconds left to the level, but only 30 minutes left on the clock. This final half an hour would dictate whether or not I would be set free, or continue on to an even harder challenge. I made these very simple platforms and copy-pasted them around. I also added some in the air with spikes to fill in more space. Likewise, these chain pieces and arrows were especially useful. 20 minutes left on the clock, but the part still wasn't looking finished. However, this is where I had an idea. I decided to put some ground spikes on the top and bottom of the screen, which would help to fill in space. I also wanted them to move up and down throughout the part, making it more vibrant, although this would not be easy to make. I had to rearrange a lot of other blocks for it to look good, and before I knew it, there was less than 10 minutes left on the clock. For the final set of decorations, I added these saw blades. I then added a short auto section at the end for good measure, and I thought I was finished. But with only 30 seconds left on the clock, I wasn't. I need a name. I forgot to give the level a name. By now, I literally only had 10 seconds left to come up with a name worthy for this level. I don't think I'd ever used so much brain power in my life, but after intense and quick thinking, I wrote the word plutonic right before my timer went off. After 3 hours of non-stop building, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. 3 hours. And it is done. Or at least that's what I thought. You see, I thought the record for least time spent on a rated level was 3 hours. However... Yeah, so it turns out there was a slight miscalculation, and I did not claim the record. Unfortunately for me, this means that I have to go on and do an even harder challenge. But fortunately for you, I guess that means more content. I won't reveal what the next challenge is yet, but I will say that it is going to be big, and something that nobody else has dared to attempt. Remember to subscribe so you can get notified when I start the next challenge, as it is something you for sure don't want to miss. Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic day, as always.